Hey, what's up YouTube? Sierra Nicole here with The Abundant Life. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you all hit that subscribe button and also make sure you are liking this video and putting any comments or questions that you have down below. So today I wanted to talk about credit. Credit is so important, and I know I just recently made a video talking about giving an example rather of a way that you can utilize your credit in a way that you cannot do with cash. But I realize, if somebody does not know what the basic fundamentals of credit is, how can they know how to utilize their credit? So I want to make this video just going over a couple different basics when it comes to your credit and what it is. Because, you have to know the financial fundamentals when it comes to financial literacy, right? So you have to start at ground one, start with the basics so that you can progress. So with credit is basically just borrowing money. You are borrowing money from a financial institution, from a private money lender. There are so many different types of credit that you can have. You can have, a credit card, line of credit, a mortgage, car loan, installment loan. There are so many different types, but basically it is just using someone else's money to make a purchase. Now, this is very important because when you go to apply for credit, they are going to pull what is called a credit report. So there are three main bureaus. It is Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So they are going to pull a report from either one of them or all three. You can, if you're interested in monitoring your reports, which I highly recommend, you can do so on Experian.com. It's super user-friendly, not super expensive every month. Stay away from Credit Karma. I cannot stress that enough. It is not always accurate. So Credit Karma is not going to show your FICO scores. And your FICO scores is what your lender is going to be using when they are considering you for credit. There are different types of FICO scores, which I can go over in a different video. But just know that there are FICO scores and there's a Vantage score, but most of your lenders are going to be using your FICO score, so you definitely want to know where you are at on that spectrum. So definitely keep up with that on Experian.com. But back to what I was saying. So they're going to pull your credit reports. And when they do that, you are going to have an inquiry on your report. So an inquiry is basically just showing, you applied for credit with a certain financial institution and they checked your report and considered you for credit. And this is super important because there are a lot of different factors that are on your credit report, but make sure that you are being selective when it comes to applying for credit because you do not want too many inquiries on your report. This can affect you negatively if you have too many inquiries within a short period of time. And there are a few different factors that factor into your credit score. They look at your credit utilization. So if you have a credit card or loans, they're going to look at how much of a total line of credit do you have between all of your financial institutions and how much are you using on a regular basis. So it's super important to keep your utilization somewhere between 10 and 29%. A lot of people say 30, but keep it, 29% so that you're not going over that 30%. They look that, you are not using too much of your credit or maxing out your credit. They also are going to look at your credit age. How long is your longest or your average account? They want to see that you have been borrowing and paying back on time from different lenders for long periods of time. Because when you're going to borrow money, they want to see that you are credible. Do you have a history of paying people back? So they are looking at your payment history, how long your accounts have been open. They're looking at, do you have any derogatory or collection accounts? They want to see your credit history. Because, if someone were to come to you and borrow money, but they are known for never paying anybody back, you probably won't want to lend them any money. The same thing with a bank or a credit union, whatever financial institution that you're using. They want to see that you are trustworthy, that you are credible. So there are many different factors that comes to your credit report, but it is so important that you are keeping up with what is on there so that when you go to apply for credit, you can kind of know what you're working with. And so this is so important, knowing these basic fundamentals of your credit and what credit is and what an inquiry is, because when you go to apply for credit, you want to be sure that you know these things, that you're able to utilize it correctly. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said before, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, and we'll become, having more content coming out. And hopefully you guys learned something today. If you have anything that you want me to talk about or have any questions, drop those in the comments and I'll be sure to respond and get back to you. And have a great rest of your day.